where they have Enchantress heal, they have Juggernaut healing ward. You can't go for the boar, so that might be a bit difficult. You will need to play with the axes, so that's an adaptation that they need to make. Looking at what PSG.LGD has on the off lane, it's 2 melee heroes into Monkey King, so that's gonna be very difficult. Like we're talking about Monkey King, that's gonna have a free time. They need to manipulate the creep wave. They cannot play the lane.
Smoke
also, at C5.
First. Two-man boundless. I got the spin from Arme. Miracle being focused. Juggernaut going to take him down with Jinkyu's final touch. Now mind control, the one in trouble. Arme looking to try and slip away, but he's dead. Kuro going to get slapped down by Faith Beyond. And the rest of them looking to scramble out and evade this danger, but Nigma lost 4. GH the last man standing, and Jinkyu's not done. They want a team wipe. They want it. Before creeps even spawn, the horn hasn't been sounded, and LGD just slammed them.
I don't remember seeing a full 5-man team wipe before the horn started. So Doom getting some extra goals, starting with the Boots of Speed. Who died on their side?
Jug?
It was only Juggernaut. All right, 5-1, 2 seconds into the game.
Yeah, not since the days of, Screen Squad and Goblack with our early 5-man smokes have we seen something like that. Walking up that high ground straight into them. And a 5-1 lead already for LGD. And how much of an impact is that going to have, giving them a better laning stage against some of these counter matchups that Nigma have picked?
Yeah, we see the adaptation. Doom starting with the Boots of Speed, bringing extra Windlace to be able to just get out of the Monkey King. Monkey does have, all right.
3 runes as well.
3 runes, so that's a 1k gold lead already.
A wonderful start for LGD. Yeah, like the panel you've been saying, that is a Monkey King versus double melee as top lane. The spin from Arme straight towards MC. Chipping away at the Beastmaster, forcing him away from the lane. He wants the high five, but he's not going to get it. And the Beastmaster, of course, going Wild Axes level 1, something much more common nowadays, and especially against an Enchantress.
We mentioned the creep manipulation, and already second wave. Jinkyu already going for it. Fate Beyond needs to keep the distance, but I'd say so far so good. Like, this is not the lane that they want to win. They want to survive in this lane and just play for it a bit later. You also have Devour, Jinkyu in vicinity, just in case something happens, does have Boots of Speed of his own, because he's involved in 4 kills. Those level 1 kills, don't bring much XP and gold, but it's something extra.
And the ability to outrun the Monkey early on. He does have the kick as well, as we just saw, to create that gap between him and Miracle.
Doom looking for a creep.
Kuro's looking for a courier. Oh, is he fast enough? He's not going to get the hits in. But he will drag the wave, which is probably his primary focus.
So is Fate Beyond on the bottom.
Yeah, lots of wave cutting and dragging around. GH, though, look at his job. Drag the dire wave and try and match them in the jungle.
Fate Beyond looking for a creep, looking for a good creep, and he's going to find one. There it is, what you want to have. The Mind Stealer.
Perfect.
Extra mana regen and some extra mana burn. But yeah, against Monkey King, you don't care too much about mana burn.
Yeah, and already we see a few CS troubles for Nigma. Beastmaster and Monkey King starting to lag behind the rest of the pack, but if they can get some kills or pickoffs, they could make up for that. Oh no, on the flip side, Zeus up at the top, Juggernaut 11 and 4 for LGD. I think a very good start.
Mid lane is going to be the farm fest for both of the heroes. I don't think anyone's going to die unless we see rotation from Jinkyu's Earth Spirit. Wyvern, Nyx Assassin, not as good as rotating. Courier keep, look at him. That's what he's been doing, even in the previous game. I think he had at least 2 or 3 courier kills.
Yeah, finding them non-stop. That's boots that Arme won't see for a couple of minutes. Kick Miracle away from bottom. Jinkyu has handed the bound of strike with a Jingu stacks over to Miracle. Fairy Fire, not enough. Miracle with a big right clicks. Faith Beyond trying to find this trade kill. So much damage coming out of that Doom.
He also has a full wave underneath the tower for Fate Beyond. Gonna hit level 4. Gonna have enough money to buy phase boots. This is huge. This is exactly what you want to have. And then Jinkyu TP's mid, refills the bottle before 4-minute water rune. Also expect Xingqiu to potentially rotate to the top lane. Beastmaster, how's he doing? 14-2, not too bad.
Yeah, not as bad as expected. But back to that Doom, we were kind of expecting him to be in recovery mode, right? But now he's going to start racing up towards the top of that net worth board as they roll in.
This is not recovery mode.
Sumail, he's got the avalanche back, a toss towards nothing to say, but it's not just Xingqiu's rotation. Y was also there. No response from Nigma. And yeah, it's not recovery mode, right? He's going to be the...
No, he was playing aggressive alone bottom against 2.
He's a beast. Is it still going to be the kind of ordinary hand of Midas from the Doom, or do you think he'll change things up?
Yeah, I assume so. I think he's in a perfect spot, yeah, and he queues it up immediately.
Kuro sitting in behind Sumail mid. This Enchantress roaming around with the shard golems, chucking pebbles at people and forcing Kuro to stun some creeps. Can Y? Yeah, just zone him away from this triangle.
Zeus is level 6, a bit low on mana, has clarity running, needs 300, so I want them to play aggressive on the side lanes. Where we're talking about try to get a kill on GH. Even Miracle dies. Miracle level 4, Doom also level 4. He dishes out a lot of damage, and here they come.
All right, going straight in towards them. They found out Miracle and the zap down from the heavens, just as you called for. Faith_Bian on a killing spree out of this lane where we thought he would be dominated.
Yeah, those extra couple of kills at start did really help. Xingqiu does have another role.
Find the bonus kill.
Mana burn available, but not too much mana on GH. Still gonna grab it.
So aggressive, and Y in from behind. Looking for mind control, the dodge of the stun, the spin is good, but a lack of stuns here will allow mind control to TP safely. Not ideal still though, because that continues the free farm of the Juggernaut.
Yeah, one thing that PSG.LGD has and always have had is ability to adjust accordingly. Like they lose one game, suddenly it's a completely different draft for game number 2. 2 different kind of supports in terms of what they're gonna do.
6
Rune
minutes.
is spawning, it's top.
Regen's top, but Sumail was waiting for it down bottom. Both LGD supports in that mid lane going to allow the Zeus to get it.
Much more active compared to the previous game.
Yeah.
They wanted to have a bit more presence in the lane. Faith_Bian will be level 6 after the next creep wave. So they will, one more time, try to go for a Monkey King. Zeus, 60 seconds. So they could potentially sync those 2 abilities up.
Should be perfect timing.
And also, controlling the runes against Tiny is pretty big.
They go in, even without the Thunder God's Wrath. They've kicked Miracle back, and look who's here again. It is Y. You just don't expect this onslaught from LGD coming thick and fast with everybody they've got. Whenever there's a gank, it's not 1, it's not 2, it's 3.
It's pretty similar what issues PSG.LGD had in game number 1. Nigma is facing it in this one. 2 supports who are not as good. Like, we have pretty much the same heroes. Where
that's a cheap stat. Yeah, Zeus has the most assists. What a surprise. Big damage, though.
5 kills at start. That definitely helps. Using Chain Lightning, bouncing on 5 people. Easy 5 assists.
Yeah, super easy. Arme always has his finger ready for that spin. Bullied away from the large cap, but no big deal.
Sumail will need to do a lot of heavy lifting once he picks up the Blink Dagger or with the 8-minute rune. There is Observer Ward, they see him.
Yeah, the deep ward, the Centaur Stomp. And once more, it's Y and Xingqiu pairing up, holding hands, ganking and roaming. Sumail with the Avalanche can get the kill on the Earth Spirit. Oh, the heal not enough, and he doesn't finish off Xingqiu.
Here comes Faith_Bian.
Faith_Bian's arrived.
This is gonna be 3 kills.
He's there with the Doom. Roll won't land, but they're chasing forward onto the Nyx. They shall find Kuroki and GH into the grave. The kick doesn't land, but this Nyx is ticking down.
He's trying to
heal
regen
under
up.
the tier
Tranquil
2 tower.
did kick in. He's fine.
Oh,
he's fine.
He's all right. Or is he? Spirit Carapace back the roll in.
Xingqiu gets the first kill. 2 Chads fighting against each other.
Finally, something for Nigma. Killing off Y and stopping this hyper-aggression from LGD.
Yeah, you see this Nyx Assassin and Wyvern, like they don't provide you with much, so they dive underneath the tower. One of the reasons I said Sumail is gonna need to come back into the game, do some heavy lifting. He has 3 deaths. Those 2 supports did really ruin him, so this time around, he's not going for the power treads. Instead, understands I need to get the Blink Dagger. We don't have a way to start a fight. Mind control top. No points in Roar. Very limited on mana.
Does have his helm though, so the Wild Wing frontlining for him. Nigma all eyes on bottom lane though. They've smoked up with Wyvern Tiny. Top, they're gonna go spin on to MC. A quick and easy one there, and back down to bot as the jump in, toss back. Miracle gonna get the kill and take down on Faith Bian. At long last, the Doom dies. Why? Slowed by the Arctic Burn, and Miracle closing the gap. Jumping over the treetops, but that's an Enchantress. She's healed up to full, and not a target you can continue on.
Killing Doom. He was relatively close to Hand of Midas. They need to also get back Miracle into the game. He's going for Hand of Midas himself. Wants to be able to recover. I checked the stats during the DPC for Hand of Midas on Monkey King. It was 0-3 while Monkey King was playing, getting the Hand of Midas. At the end of that day, he was 0-4. So not a big fan of that. We'll see how this one will end up.
Stats don't
He needs to recover. Like that's what he's thinking. I need to get back into the game, get some extra attack speed, and he has this, something that the Monkey King, when played by Miracle, really does like.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. Nigma starting to play a little tighter now together. Sumail having the bodyguard of GH nearby. And we see Nyx like babysitting the monkey.
Another rune for nothing to say.
He's had a lot of them. I want to say I've not seen Tiny with a rune, an active one anyway, this game so far.
Not this game.
Look at that, 7 runes activated. 2 for Tiny, which I assume are water runes.
Yeah, water runes, that's it. 2-minute water rune and a 4-minute water rune. Also, could we check the stats for like Kaya, how fast this Kaya was on Zeus? Because nothing to say is involved.
Bloody hell.
8 minutes faster. Like, I'm like, he has a lot of items. That's Arcane Boots and full Kaya going into Kaya-san.
So close, 5 seconds slower than the fastest ever this patch.
Yeah, that looked pretty fast.
You blame your courier for that one.
Oh, yes.
Not speedy enough. GH trying to hold out on this mid lane, but Catapult Wave and the Zeus's ability to shove out the creep wave as well.
They're thinking about going on to Ame.
Roar and Wukong's Boundless Strike should follow. Good chain stunning from Nigma, but Ame, he's got his wand and his spin in the back of Jin Q. They're still fighting around the Wukong's command, and in comes the Doom. Faith Beyond focusing the monkey, but nothing to say. He finds the takedown on Mind Control, and 2 cores gone on the side of Nigma, while GH, he's dying over in his own triangle. Nothing to say from halfway across the map, gets 2 kills.
They needed to bring one of the supports, whether we're talking about Vendetta with Nyx Assassin or Wyvern Ulti, because this one was pretty difficult one to get. Sumail does have a Blink Dagger, but nothing to say. Super tanky. Infused Raindrop, extra 6 stats from the pick pole, apologies.
11 assists on this Earth Spirit.
Why do I love to round up the numbers? For me, everything's like 10, 100, 1,000.
That's just normal, isn't it? You just keep rounding up. Makes things nicer. You don't want to be saying 7,322.4189. Just say 8,000.
We even have DPC points with the like 59.5, I think is what the Team Secret has.
What was that other one? Like 122.67?
That's what they had. Yeah.
The 2/3 of a point kicking in hard there.
Miracle scouting things out. GH ready with Winter's Curse.
It's just an Enchantress solo pressuring your tower though. They would love to see some other heroes that they can jump and catch off guard. They'll go for Y anyway. Level 6 Enchantress, very difficult, especially when she turns into a piggy, but Sumail's arrival.
They swapped the items. They gave Arcane Ring to Zeus. It's a kill. Miracle gets it. I want to see Karoki be a little bit more active, but there's also Deep Observer Ward in the mid lane that did cause a lot of issues for Nigma Galaxy, because it got them a couple of kills. It's about to expire, and it's also scouting things out, because they see Nyx Assassin. If he's showing on the lanes, they know that Beastmaster needs to be the one initiating, playing with Tiny, especially if they want to kill the core.
All right, MC's found his home up top, right? Tier 1's down, so he just plays that lane, shoves it all the way in towards Tier 2, forcing some kind of a reaction from LGD. It looks like it's going to be Y's job to come clear out the wave for now. But this is very, very calm for LGD. No need to rush into anything. They know they've got the upper hand and they can keep accelerating at this rate. Nothing to say. Waiting in the trees. A couple more joining him.
GH scouting things out. He'll find Zeus.
He says hello, but here comes the roll into GH. Starts and stunned. The Monkey King cut down from his canopy. Stole, dearie me. That was not good for Nigma. Sumail wasn't able to make a jump either.
They need to bail immediately. Sumail decides to TP out. Time to play a different lane.
And Arme straight onto the objective. Kuro, he wants to stop the DD from being taken by LGD, but he's going to pay the ultimate price for that.
Fade Beyond's like free money. We'll get it. Has that Hand of Midas. In the next minute and a half, 2 minutes, he will have a BKB. This was supposed to be like the bad lane, but Doom on top of the net worth.
Ridiculous scenes here from Faith Beyond. An absolute beast. Top 3 net worth, all LGD heroes as well. It's not just him. Tiny struggling after, like you said, the ganks, the 3 deaths he suffered in the first 10 minutes. Beastmaster, top of the net worth for Nigma, as he has just planted himself up top and pushed out this wave. And they were pinging out top tier 2. They want something, an objective to unlock that jungle, the outpost, and maybe the ability to play more aggro. Was that Monkey dying? They just rolled and killed by the Zeus and Earth Spirit. No response from Team Nigma, and Miracle dead again. Kuroki next to the firing line. Can't get his carapace off. He's been silenced and stunned. This Earth Spirit is causing so many problems for them.
They're playing underneath the vision, also having Zeus. This is the only hero they can find. They might not even get the kill here. 20 Magic Wand charges on Y.
Yeah, good luck with that one.
Nigma falling apart in game 3.
Just absolutely nothing that they can do. Nothing even on the horizon that they can aim towards. And Hand of Midas is there for the Monkey King now, like, sure, but it's going to take a long while for him to make the money back and actually get himself into a good spot to team fight.
Do we have stats on Monkey with Hand of Midas, his win rate, previous DPC? If that's possible, I believe it was 0-4. Maybe someone built it, managed to get 1 dub, but...
I don't think I've seen it. Miracle, got a lot on his plate. Enigma, do you smoke up and try and brute force something? Do you go as 5 to maybe pick off the Zeus or the Juggernaut? Or are you kind of just waiting for bigger items to arrive? Oh, saying goodbye. No, maybe not.
Oh, the status resistance.
He just jumps away.
And he even gets the kill.
Roll in, connects as well. Xinqiu's found the Tiny. Oh, this is traumatic for Nigma. A good curse from GH will buy a bit of space for Sumail, but he's going to get hunted, hounded by the LGD squad. Goes out with an avalanche toss, gets Xinqiu at long last, but
found GH.
GH is spun upon. The Maelstrom strikes are going to come out, nothing to say, will zap him down.
Yeah, the heals coming up from the Enchantress, that extra stats from Kaya Sanj, and also extra status resistance, saving Zeus there. I mean, also having ability like Heavenly Jump does help out quite a lot. 17 minutes, new neutral items are about to drop.
A 10,000 net worth lead for LGD as well.
It's very difficult. I think having this Helm of the Overlord, the supports don't do well with it. Juggernaut, I don't think he also wants to go and just hit it, so I feel like this is the timing that they could potentially try to go for something. Pushing out the mid wave, let's see if they have a smoke. They feel like they need to do something, otherwise the game is just gonna go really bad for them. Miracle sitting on top of the trees, trying to farm up his Deso, has that Hand of Midas that we mentioned.
You've got to do something to break this rut. They are stuck deep down in the trenches.
Hunting, he's trying to find Monkey King. Let's see if Ame overextends. Usually Ame with the good read. Look at his positioning.
Oh, yes.
Near the east.
Yeah,
I was correct. 0-4 with Hand of Midas.
You're a smart lad, you are. Oh, look at Xinqiu. I don't know exactly where he is. They'll see him jump now and the roll across. Did he get him? He connected. He found him. The curse needed by GH. He still falls down off the trees, though, does the Monkey King. Focusing on the Wyvern, though, LGD will take the easy pickings. A roll back across, and Xinqiu is an absolute nuisance. They've got Lightning Bolt, they've got Roll, so many ways to scout the treetops.
What a read from Jinkyu. Not just him, but also the whole squad. You could see Ame's positioning. He understood exactly where he needs to stand. A bit of a different item build this time around on Juggernaut. We don't see the Manta style. Instead, he's going for SNY just to have that status resistance against Roar, against all the stunts.
That BKB comes out in time for Faith Beyond. He's inside the Wukongs, but I don't think he minds. Doom on the Monkey King now, and the regen for nothing is saying, just zapping them down. Faith Beyond kills off Miracle, and Team Nigma just have no answer for this. Sumail blown up by Y, and the jug spin. Kuro scouted out and taken down as well.
In the previous game, PSG.LGD, they had 8k gold disadvantage and they called the game. This time around, Nigma with 11k deficit, but they've been known to play the game until the end. They, like, especially in a third game, the elimination series, inside Roach Pit, PSG.LGD, they go.
Well, LGD not even playing Dota 2 at this point. It's whack-a-mole.
Dota 3, it's like turbo mode pretty much.
It's whack-a-mole. They see someone pop up, there's a Nigma hero there, they hit them with a hammer. Another one pops up, hit them with a hammer. They're not missing a single shot.
Great spell casting from PSG.LGD.
And into Roshan they go. Give this over to Ame. Could even start thinking about high ground 20 minutes in, honestly.
Ame is probably like, guys, can you please stop kill stealing? I'm 1-1 and 12.
Oh, is he?
I want to get some last hits.
Oh, bless him.
At least they didn't steal Aegis from him.
He'll have that at least. And now LGD that wants to play tight. 4-man smoke from Nigma, still looking to try and get anything, absolutely anything. Jinkyu, he'll be the tasty morsel left for them. Try connect with mind control up top, potentially.
Could we check the rune control for this game? I feel like there was maybe one rune that Tiny did manage to pick up. All right, 2 extra, but Zeus with 10 runes. That's pretty insane. And now, yep, of course he found it, the big boy Philly, but it's not gonna hold it.
Oh,
Zeus
really?
players do go for it. Nothing to say, probably thinks, yeah, I'm farmed enough.
Give it to my Enchantress.
Why? Earth Spirit takes it this time.
Well, Y can just sit in his top lane, completely neutering the Beastmaster. He can't push into this. Faith Beyond's going to arrive, Midas the catapult. And Nigma back to their side of the river. When you see LGD arrive, just cowering. Run back and hide. And here comes the smoke, snapping into action. Doom, Earth Spirit, Enchantress. They're sprinting down across the river into that southern part of the map, and they've seen Kuro. A roll into an Infernal Blade. That next assassin didn't last long. Bug gets squashed. And Ame, he's alone down bottom. This might be an opening for Nigma to play into. They try and TP, but it looks like it gets
he
cancelled.
got the silence.
He finds the monkey.
Found him.
The rolls in on him. Ame's arrived as well. He's not going to Omnislash, just going to spin him down. Won't allow the battle strike, and the Winner's Curse not helping either. GH blown up along with Miracle by this nothing to say Zeus.
Nothing to say. I haven't seen this many kills on Zeus in a while.
What is he now, 15?
He has 28 kills in 21 minutes. I mean 28 in total, like in terms of assists, but he has 15
it's
kills.
KDA, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts. And now he TPs to the top lane. This is gonna be
Sumail? Faith Beyond's in. He's got the BKB up and they're focusing the Tiny. Sumail, a mistake to come down to the low ground against this LGD squad. And they are up on your high ground. Still 1-1-14 on Ame, and it's not going to change. Faith Beyond gets the takedown on Kuro.
Jinkyu has been on point this game, finding Monkey King, like this Spirit Vessel also that we didn't even mention. I feel like they don't even need it against Monkey King, against Wyvern, against Tiny. Like this damage, the healing reduction. Ame does have a healing ward.
Incredible from LGD, flawless stuff. We saw this from them, day 1, day 2.
Can they save Ame? Yes, they can. Also, Y does have Shard and going for the Holy Locket next. There was one game where he was almost not taking any damage. I remember the fight where Snapfire used ulti on top of him with the Shard.
Yes.
He's like, I don't care, I'm full HP.
I can heal through all your damage over time. No problem for me. Nimbus, the zap, Miracle, killed. He's dead. They popped the Aegis, sure. But now Nigma, they've got to run, turn tail and hide. The roar comes out onto Jinkyu. Kuro can turn a stun as well. They'll try to focus him down as the curse is on the Zeus. They try and hold them back, but Ame can spin forward. Nothing to stop the
Zeus?
Jug, and the Zeus is perfectly fine. Even with the dive bombs from the Hawks. Nothing to say, we'll get healed back up by Y.
just follow me. And yeah, nothing to say, still sitting inside the Nimby. And a healing ward on top of that. 18k gold lead. It's almost 1k gold per minute. We're in, you know, GG territory. Once you reach that, 30,000 damage. These healing done, 14,000. Juggernaut, 12,000. Like, you would assume that there's going to be a lot of healing from Monkey, from Wyvern, but never happened in this game, especially in the laning stage. This bottom lane, they completely ruined Monkey.
Yeah, that first clash before creep spawned, right? Yeah, the 5-1 start gave them
help out quite a lot.
The early advantage in the laning stage. Yeah, Locket nearly done for Y. And DD Rune spawns up at top as well, which it looks like Arme's got his eyes on. Oh, he's got his second kill, by the way. He is 2-1 and 15 now.
Yeah, very nice of his teammates. Allow him to get... I mean, in this game, the real carry is nothing to say.
Oh, Sumail still in the mood to drop the voice lines at least. I'll retake that bottom outpost. And now he's got Blink Echo, so a little extra nuke damage to maybe find the Zeus if they can hunt him in the back lines. Yeah, such a flawless performance from LGD in this one. Like, why? He feels the smoke coming, so he holds high ground. Gonna wander down and try and see if there's anyone near. Stacks up the camp at the same time. Multiple jobs all at once. Looks like LGD might also be wanting to smoke themselves. They're all here in Dire Triangle, prepping for some kind of move.
Yeah, Monkey King with the Desolator. 0 charges. I guess that's why it's called Desolator, because you get the charges later.
Oh yeah, he's not desoing anyone right now. He's here with Sumail, and they see Arme. Can they Boundless into Avatos? It's a 2,000 plus HP Juggernaut.
With double damage. This one can go so bad so quickly.
What's he got? DD,
he has status. I don't think they can lock him down. They need Nyx Assassin. It's a full Scotty now to even limit the healing coming out from these two heroes.
Yeah, good luck with that. A very fast one there.
A lot of fastest items.
No surprise.
In this game, because it really is a stomp so far.
It looks like they're jumping on Miracle. They're finding Sumail in the trees as well. The Doom is there and Miracle's gone. Sumail, he'll get the toss out, but that Nimbus with the Earth Spirit finding picks left and right.
Getting kills on multiple fronts.
On key heroes as well, that's your position 1 and 2. Not dying to a 5-man, smoke gank or anything. That's a pairing of heroes with just Zeus damage globally. A tier 2
still has that double damage. Tier 3 tower already gone.
He pops it for the racks. Shiver's got Doom done on the Doom. Oh, mate, just bringing down these high ground buildings, pressuring bottom as well with the rest of the team. Nigma thinking about the high ground top. Yeah, the ancient granite golem hitting away at a tier 3. Some kind of trade. Nigma will take those, but I don't think it's going to change the outcome. The way this game's been going, 24,000 gold to the good now, or LGD. 9-38 scoreline.
Does not want to heavily commit. Y is going to be the one pushing.
Just let him do all the hard work. Tank it up. Nimbus there. The roll in. The Monkey King found and killed yet again.
Tier 3 tower gone. Beastmaster trying to go for the split push.
Nice curse on Jin-Q. But severe lack of follow through. They find the Zeus though. Oh, they've got him. A huge kill for Nigma. The Power Rangers arriving though, the old TP back up the top. Earth Spirit dead back near the Radiant Ancient. Beastmaster though, mind control. No running, no hiding. He's going to be spun down by the Arme Jug.
Not a bad trade. They got a lot of gold for that Zeus kill. They did manage to kill range barracks. They did lose melee and the range ones. Who got the last hit on it? It was Kuro. 1,300 gold for his Nyx Assassin, holding the big boy Philly. Now has 2,000 gold. I don't know if he wants to pick up a big item now, because a lot of gold. I think you can go for Aghanim Scepter. I think this is the item that could change things around a little bit in a team fight. It's very difficult for Nyx Assassin to get it, but if you find Philly, you should definitely try to go for it.
Because that's one of those game-changing items,
Yeah,
right? Like,
if you buy it up immediately, he knows.
If you buy a Force or a Glimmer or a Lotus, it's like, meh.
There is an unwritten rule for Nyx Assassin. If
yeah.
you don't have Philly, you can go for Aghanim Scepter, unless you're talking about the 50-minute game. But you find the Philly, and it gets so much easier, especially with this big kill on Zeus that they just got. First death of nothing to say.
Who wrote that rule?
I made that up, but...
Fogged copies you.
Yeah, we do say it.
20,000 net worth on that Doom as well. Still top of the pops up there.
Oh, it sounded like someone smart invented that when I first said it. Right?
Yeah.
And then when you figure out who said it, you're like, yeah, that's really not a rule. You're just talking shit.
I know Skelly's doing so much damage to that tower. Quick and easy one for LGD. And back towards Roshan they head. Nigma may be an opportunity here for them to take a team fight around this curse, around this Wukong's. They've got a decent amount of setup and the ability to fight 5v5, but they are so heavily out-farmed. Kuro looking to scout. And he'll quickly realize what they're up to. It doesn't look like Nigma want to really get involved with this.
Why did take Hawk with the enchant. Jinkyu making sure no one's coming from that side. Kuro blinks in, still not low enough.
Yeah, it's a good attempt. He didn't know what was going on inside the pit. Not sure if there's a sentry there. He went for the Hail Mary play.
I think it's worth it. As a position 5, he didn't lose too much. Sumail does have double damage, but the Nimby.
He's got no BKB, does he? So he's just trapped in there. Another simple kill on Sumail, who has not had the best of games after going 0-3 in laning stage, now 3-8-4.
Full refresher on Fate Beyond. 30 minutes in, on top of Shiva's BKB done, Hand of Midas, level 22, Shard as well. Like, this is super massive.
Ah, that Doom's a fatty, look at him. 6 minutes faster than average on that refresher. And LGD looking for the mega creeps. Y and Arme very happy to frontline in front of the tier 3. GH, an Arctic burn, but Faith Beyond with the Infernal Blade. Monkey King, gonna be held down by the Winner's Curse, but the spin and the hits into Monkey.
Already
Miracle's
doomed.
in trouble, already doomed up. The Wild Axes fly, but Miracle's gonna die, dead for 50 with no buyback. And LGD, they're just gonna storm towards objectives. Tier 3 gone, racks are falling, roll in from Jinkyu, got his BKB going, the roar is there, but the spin forward will allow them to just shred through. Kuroki buys back, but they're bleeding out. GH dead, no buyback on him. They're in a 3v5.
Oh, toss back into the fountain, into stun, they got him.
They do, but he's got Aegis still. They can get him out of here, they've doomed to kill the Tiny. What are they gonna do now? Arme spins and kills them in fountain.
He's like, someone tank it, I'm tanking too much damage, healing ward, and Y already on top of him with the heals, no Tiny, and it's gonna be called GG. What a masterclass performance from PSG.LGD in game number 3. That means Nigma Galaxy, they're out of the tournament, they're going home with $200,000, and PSG.LGD will play against OG.
Absolutely beautiful stuff. You know, a hiccup in